The Persian Gulf, a crucible of international tension and vital shipping lanes, serves as a backdrop for continuous geopolitical maneuvering. Its airspace is constantly monitored, a silent arena where modern air power stands sentinel. It's a region where the latest advancements in military aviation often brush against the echoes of older, yet still operational, platforms. This creates a delicate balance, where every movement is scrutinized, and every potential encounter carries significant weight. At the apex of modern air superiority stands the F-22 Raptor. Designed for stealth, speed, and unparalleled combat effectiveness, it represents a generational leap in fighter technology. Its presence in any theater signals a commitment to air dominance, embodying the pinnacle of aerospace engineering. The Raptor is more than just a fighter jet, it is a networked sensor node, an airborne command post, and a formidable deterrent, capable of operating undetected in contested airspace. Central to the F-22's formidable capability is its advanced stealth technology. Crafted with radar-absorbent materials and a revolutionary airframe design, the Raptor presents an incredibly small radar cross-section. This doesn't just make it difficult to track. For many legacy radar systems, it renders the F-22 virtually invisible. This allows the Raptor to penetrate hostile airspace, conduct reconnaissance, or engage targets long before an adversary is even aware of its presence, fundamentally reshaping air combat tactics. Beyond stealth, the F-22 boasts an integrated sensor suite that merges data from multiple sources: its powerful AESA radar, electronic support measures, and infrared search and track systems. This sensor fusion creates a single, coherent picture of the battlespace, displayed intuitively to the pilot. It eliminates conflicting information, providing an unmatched level of situational awareness. The pilot doesn't just see contacts, they understand their intent and capabilities, making tactical decisions with profound clarity. The F-22's situational awareness is not just about what its own sensors detect. It's about how the data is integrated with information from other airborne and ground-based assets, creating a comprehensive, real-time understanding of the entire operational area. This network-centric approach allows an F-22 pilot to have a god's-eye view of engagements, anticipate threats, and coordinate with friendly forces, all while maintaining radio silence. It's a strategic advantage that fundamentally changes the rules of engagement. On the other side of the technological spectrum lies the F-4 Phantom II. A legendary Cold War workhorse, the Phantom entered service in the early 1960s, renowned for its speed, payload, and robust design. It saw extensive combat in multiple conflicts, earning a reputation as a tough, versatile fighter bomber. For decades, the F-4 was a symbol of American air power, a testament to mid-20th century aviation engineering, and a formidable opponent in its prime. Despite its distinguished history, the F-4 Phantom II fleet operated by the Iranian Air Force today faces significant challenges. Decades of sanctions have severely restricted access to spare parts, modern upgrades, and advanced maintenance capabilities. While Iranian engineers have valiantly strived to keep these aircraft operational through reverse engineering and local production, the fundamental design limitations of a 1960s-era jet remain. These aircraft are a testament to perseverance, but also a stark indicator of resource constraints. The gulf between an F-22 Raptor and an Iranian F-4 Phantom II is not merely one of decades, but of an entire philosophy of air combat. One is built around stealth, sensor superiority, and network-centric operations, the other relies on raw power, visual identification, and legacy radar systems. This contrast isn't just academic, it dictates tactics, survival, and the very outcome of any potential engagement. The F-4 operates with the tools of the past, while the F-22 navigates the battlespace of the future. Let us consider a realistic, hypothetical scenario: an Iranian F-4 Phantom II, perhaps on a routine reconnaissance or patrol mission, ventures into a disputed or sensitive area over the Persian Gulf. Unbeknownst to its crew, an F-22 Raptor has been assigned to monitor the region, maintaining a vigilant watch, its presence a silent guardian. This setup creates the perfect stage to explore the dynamics of an advanced stealth fighter encountering a venerable, but outdated, adversary. Our scenario begins. From a coastal airbase in southern Iran, an F-4 Phantom II, its engines roaring to life, lifts off into the pre-dawn darkness. The mission is simple: patrol a designated sector, gather intelligence, and assert presence. The Phantom, with its distinctive twin engines and rugged airframe, is a familiar sight in these skies. Its pilots, though trained on older systems, are skilled and experienced, accustomed to operating their aging but still capable machines. The F-4 proceeds on its assigned vector, heading out over the shimmering waters of the Persian Gulf. Below, oil tankers ply their trade, oblivious to the high-stakes aerial chess game unfolding above. The F-4's crew relies on their onboard radar, ground control intercept (GCI) from shore-based stations, and their own visual acuity. Their radar sweeps across the horizon, searching for any potential contacts, unaware that a vastly superior adversary is already analyzing their every move. Meanwhile, the F-22 Raptor is already airborne, having launched from a forward operating base. Its mission: maintain air dominance, monitor activity, and act as a deterrent. The Raptor cruises at altitude, its advanced sensors passively scanning the airspace. It's a silent sentinel, its presence detectable only to the most sophisticated and highly specialized countermeasures systems that the F-4 Phantom II simply does not possess. This technological disparity sets the stage for a one-sided game of cat and mouse. The F-22's integrated sensor suite quietly registers the presence of the F-4 Phantom. Not through an active radar ping that would betray its own position, but through passive means: the F-4's own radar emissions, its communications, and its engine heat signature. These disparate data points are instantly fused and correlated, generating a precise, real-time track of the Iranian jet. The Raptor pilot has a complete picture of the F-4's speed, altitude, heading, and even its probable mission profile, long before any visual contact. Oblivious to being tracked, the F-4 pilot continues their patrol. Their aging and APQ-120 radar emits powerful pulses, searching for any contacts. Yet, these pulses simply bounce off the F-22's stealthy surfaces, returning no echo. The F-4's radar display remains clear, a blank screen signifying empty airspace. The pilots might feel a false sense of security, believing they are operating alone, unobserved. This technological void is the defining characteristic of this aerial chess match. With the F-4 detected and tracked, the F-22 pilot now has a multitude of tactical options. They can maintain a safe, unseen distance, simply observing. They could gather extensive intelligence on the F-4's performance and operational patterns. Or, if circumstances warranted, they could intercept. The key is that the F-22 dictates the engagement. Its stealth provides the ultimate luxury of choice, allowing it to control the narrative of the encounter without revealing its hand prematurely. If the situation escalated, the F-22's advanced electronic warfare suite, the ALR-94, would come into play. This system can detect, identify, and pinpoint threats, but more importantly, it can jam or deceive enemy radars and communications. The aging F-4, while potentially having some rudimentary electronic countermeasures, would be utterly outmatched. Any attempt by the F-4 to use its radar aggressively or communicate freely could be instantly countered, adding another layer of invisibility to the Raptor. After some time, the F-4 pilot begins to feel a subtle, growing unease. Despite their radar showing clear skies, something doesn't feel right. Perhaps a faint, unidentifiable blip flickers on the edge of the scope, or ground control reports sporadic, unexplained interference. These are not clear threats, but anomalies, ghosts in the machine that suggest an unknown presence. The F-4 crew, trained for decades, rely heavily on their instincts, which now whisper of an unseen watcher. To maintain its stealth and tactical advantage, the F-22 operates with strict radio silence, relying on secure, directional data links for any necessary communication with its command. It would never actively hail the F-4 unless specifically ordered to. The F-4 pilot, however, might attempt to make contact on international guard frequencies or with their ground control. Any such transmission would be instantly intercepted and analyzed by the F-22, providing even more data without the Raptor having to reveal itself. The F-22 pilot decides to conduct a close-range observation, moving to a position of tactical advantage. Utilizing its supercruise capability, the Raptor can close distances rapidly without resorting to afterburners, further minimizing its infrared signature. It maneuvers silently, positioning itself behind and slightly above the F-4, well within visual range, yet remaining completely undetectable to the F-4 sensors and even the naked eye from certain angles. This is where the F-22's stealth becomes truly overwhelming. Then, without a single radar warning, a flash of silver appears. The F-22 pilot, executing a precise maneuver, momentarily allows the F-4 crew to glimpse its silhouette before disappearing again. This is not an act of aggression, but a powerful, unambiguous signal. The F-4 pilot's eyes widen in disbelief. A modern stealth fighter, an F-22 no less, had been there, shadowing them, for an unknown duration. The sudden, silent appearance is designed to be a profound psychological shock. For the F-4 crew, this brief, unannounced appearance shatters their sense of control. Their instruments provided no warning, their training offered no explanation for such an anomaly. Was it a trick of the light? A momentary system malfunction? Or had they truly been flying blind, shadowed by a ghost? The experience is disorienting, instilling a deep sense of vulnerability. It's a stark, undeniable demonstration of the F-22's capability, delivered without a single aggressive act. The F-22's appearance is carefully orchestrated. It is a calculated, non-lethal demonstration of force, designed to send a clear message: we know you're here. We've been watching. And we can do whatever we want, whenever we want. This silent warning is often more effective than an aggressive maneuver or a verbal challenge. It avoids escalation while powerfully asserting air superiority, compelling the F-4 crew to reconsider their mission and their operational boundaries. Faced with such an unambiguous, yet unspoken, challenge, the F-4 pilot is left with little choice. Continuing the mission would be pointless and potentially dangerous. Without any means to detect or counter the F-22, they are operating at an immense disadvantage. The prudent decision is to disengage, to turn back and report the extraordinary encounter to their command. The F-4 changes course, heading away from the contested area, its mission effectively terminated by an unseen hand. As the F-4 Phantom retreats, the F-22 Raptor maintains its vigilant watch. It ensures the Iranian jet completely exits the sensitive airspace, confirming its disengagement. Only once the F-4 is safely on its way back to base does the F-22 adjust its patrol, resuming its silent guardianship. The encounter concludes without a shot fired, without direct communication, yet with a profound strategic message conveyed. It's a testament to how advanced technology can shape geopolitical interactions. This hypothetical encounter perfectly illustrates the profound power of deterrence embodied by advanced platforms like the F-22. It's not just about winning a fight, but preventing one from ever starting. The ability to operate with complete impunity, to dictate terms without direct confrontation, is a powerful diplomatic tool. The F-22's stealth and sensor fusion create an asymmetric advantage so vast that potential adversaries are compelled to reconsider their actions, upholding regional stability. The scenario underscores critical lessons for modern air combat. Stealth is no longer merely a feature, it's a foundational capability that enables all others. Situational awareness, derived from sensor fusion, transforms pilots from individual fighters into orchestrators of the battlespace. For older platforms, it highlights an ever-widening gap, where sheer numbers or pilot skill, while valuable, cannot overcome fundamental technological deficits. The rules of engagement have irrevocably changed. Despite its clear obsolescence in such a scenario, the F-4 Phantom II still holds an important place in aviation history and even in current operations for nations like Iran. Its continued use is a testament to its robust design and the ingenuity of engineers keeping it flying. However, facing a fifth-generation fighter like the F-22, its operational utility in high-intensity, contested airspace is severely limited, relegated primarily to deterrence against less advanced threats or patrol duties. The precision of the F-22 systems ensures that such an encounter remains within controlled parameters. Every maneuver, every data point, is calculated. There is no guesswork. This level of control allows for de-escalation rather than accidental conflict. The F-22 is not just a weapon, it is an instrument of strategic intent, capable of subtle messaging and nuanced application of power, even in the most tense environments like the Persian Gulf. Let's compare the fundamental technological divide. The F-4's radar is a powerful but conventional pulse-Doppler system, broadcasting its presence with every sweep. The F-22's stealth, however, allows it to absorb, deflect, and minimize those very radar waves. It's a contest between actively searching with a flashlight in the dark and passively observing from within the shadows. The outcome, in this specific domain, is unequivocally in favor of stealth. The F-22 sensor fusion integrates data from multiple, diverse sources into one coherent picture, reducing pilot workload and increasing accuracy. The F-4, by contrast, relies on individual, standalone sensor systems that require the pilot to manually interpret and combine information. This creates a significant cognitive burden and delays decision-making. The F-22 operates in a digital realm of integrated data, while the F-4 navigates through an analog world of fragmented information. The F-22 pilot possesses a real-time, 360-degree understanding of the battlespace, including the location and intent of all airborne assets, both friendly and hostile. The F-4 pilot, on the other hand, relies primarily on their own limited radar, visual scans, and often delayed information from ground control. This stark difference in situational awareness means one pilot is omniscient, while the other is largely blind to the broader picture. The game is over before it even begins for the F-4. For the F-22 pilot, tactical decision-making is proactive, informed by a wealth of real-time data and predictive analytics. They can anticipate, plan, and execute with precision. For the F-4 pilot, decision-making is reactive, often based on incomplete or late information. They are always playing catch-up, forced to react to what they can perceive, which in this scenario, is very little. This allows the F-22 to dictate the flow in terms of any interaction, even a silent one. This hypothetical encounter is not just about two aircraft, it's a window into the evolving nature of air power. The future lies not just in faster or higher-flying jets, but in interconnected, intelligent systems that leverage data and stealth for information superiority. Unmanned aerial vehicles, artificial intelligence, and advanced electronic warfare will only further amplify these trends, creating a battlespace where traditional metrics of power become increasingly irrelevant. The continued presence of advanced platforms like the F-22 in volatile regions like the Persian Gulf carries significant geopolitical implications. It acts as a powerful message of commitment and deterrence, shaping regional power dynamics without firing a single shot. Such capabilities allow for precise, non-escalatory responses to incursions, reducing the risk of unintended conflict while firmly establishing boundaries. This silent guardian role is vital for maintaining fragile peace. While technology reigns supreme, the human element remains crucial. The F-22 pilot's rigorous training ensures they can fully exploit the aircraft's capabilities, making swift, informed decisions. For the F-4 crew, their training centers on maximizing the potential of their older platform, yet they are increasingly challenged by phenomena their systems cannot explain. The psychological impact of encountering an invisible adversary underscores the need for constant adaptation and advanced training, regardless of the aircraft. The F-22's ability to observe and deter without engaging directly highlights a strategy of patience and precision. There is no need for overt aggression when superiority is absolute. This allows for diplomatic channels to remain open and prevents a localized incident from spiraling into a larger conflict. It's a calculated dance in the skies, where technological advantage affords the luxury of strategic restraint, ensuring national interests are protected without unnecessary confrontation. The F-22 Raptor, though no longer in production, represents a significant investment in maintaining air dominance for decades to come. Its capabilities set the benchmark for fifth-generation fighters and inform the development of future aircraft. This continued investment ensures that the technological gap demonstrated in our hypothetical scenario persists, securing a qualitative edge that is difficult for any potential adversary to overcome in the foreseeable future. This scenario, though hypothetical, reflects a day in the life for air forces operating cutting-edge technology in sensitive regions. The constant monitoring, the silent patrols, and the unseen interactions are part of maintaining stability in a complex world. The F-22 Raptor, whether visible or invisible, continuously shapes the dynamics of airspace, influencing decision-making far beyond the cockpit. For aircraft like the F-4 Phantom II, such encounters signify the slow, inevitable end of an era for frontline combat roles. While they may continue to serve in secondary capacities, their ability to compete in a high-tech battlespace is irrevocably diminished. The Phantom's roar, once a sound of power and dominance, now echoes the challenges of an aging fleet against the silent, overwhelming superiority of fifth-generation stealth. The hypothetical F-22 encounter with Iran's F-4 Phantom II over the Persian Gulf serves as a powerful illustration of silent superiority. It highlights how stealth, sensor fusion, and unparalleled situational awareness can decisively shape an interaction without overt aggression. This isn't about confirmed historical events, but about understanding the profound implications of technological disparity in the modern age of air power. The skies above the Gulf remain a testament to this evolving reality. In the end, the F-4 Phantom retreated, its crew profoundly aware of an unseen presence. The F-22, having achieved its objective of deterrence and surveillance, returned to its own base, its mission accomplished. No shots fired, no direct confrontation, yet a clear message delivered. This scenario is a testament to the F-22's design philosophy: to dominate without being seen, to deter without engaging, and to secure skies through overwhelming, silent superiority. The strategic impact of such an encounter is significant. It reinforces the qualitative edge of modern air forces and the imperative for continuous innovation. For nations like Iran, it underscores the need to either modernize or adapt to the realities of this technological divide. The skies over the Persian Gulf remain a complex and critical theater, constantly evolving, where the silent superiority of advanced aircraft continues to define the boundaries of power and presence.